Hi everybody, it's Linda from the Crafting Depot, and I was asked to do a whimsical landscape, so I drew it out. I don't know if you can see this because I didn't want to, it's probably going to take me some time just to paint it because I'm not a super fast painter, but if you want to screenshot this, I'll try to bring it a little bit closer. There you go, you have it if you want to screenshot it and use it to copy. Okay, so what I'm going to use are the Kuretake paints. I do have the Princeton and I also have the Grabby paints, but I really enjoy using the Kuretake. They come in this great box. They're Japanese, and they have inside a swatch card that you can use for sampling and looking at the paints. And they also have, which I usually have it out. Okay, so where did I put it? I was cleaning up, and of course, I moved it. Here it is. It also comes with a, two swatch cards, or color charts rather, that's the name of them. So I use this if I'm, going into my paints to tell you what I'm using. Okay, so I also have 2 containers of water, which I see one is dirty, so I'm going to pause and go clean my water. I thought I did that already. Okay, so I have my 2 jars of water, which I think I'm starting over on this channel because originally I was doing a lot of crafting with journals, making tags and pockets and side tucks and all kinds of things, and showing people how to bind the book, make the books. But now I am gearing towards painting, which is really my passion. And I've always painted acrylics, and I've taken a class on drawing, and so now that I'm retired, I'm back into it. So here we go. And so I'm trying to get new followers. So if you like what I'm doing, I would greatly appreciate if you could help me out by just hitting the like and subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you're notified when I come on. And most of my stuff is going to be watercolor. So I have 2 jars here, and one is just, for dirty water, which you will have after you clean your brush off. And after you clean your brush several times, you will also have a clean area to make sure that when you go into another color, you're not bringing the old color in. So we're going to start with the sky, and I'm going to use ultramarine pale, which is a little dirty here. If you can see, I got like other colors in here, so I'm going to just clean it off. And it's really easy to do. You just, what I do is I just brush around it, and I know there's other ways of doing it. I could probably just get a paper towel, wet it, right? Go in and just clean around so that I have what I want. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the ultramarine, and we're just going to wet it, and we're just going to go around, and I'm going to create clouds by just going around like in circles, like as if this is a cloud, and we're going to come down here and go around just with the point of the brush. Just do that. So we have a cloud over here, we got one there, and we're going to keep going. So we'll go around these trees, and they're just whimsical trees. They're not realistic, so you don't have to stress out over this. Just go around like that. Get the background. get more of the ultramarine pale, and then I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to go around and continue like that. And I have a little cloud here. So what I'm using is the Mead & paper. I should have mentioned that in the very beginning. It's 100% cotton. It's hot press, and it's on a block, which means that the entire paper all around is sealed with some kind of glue that they use. So what you do after you finish painting, and I'll show you when I'm done, I'll take it off this block, you just use a letter opener and you can open it. There we go. Just gonna move that up like that, bring it up. Go around like this. And paint. Yeah, so this morning I got up, had my coffee, took a long walk. Gonna be packing up, so I don't know how many videos I'll be able to get out because I'll be gone this weekend. Going away. Got invited to a beach event, which I'm a little skeptical about because I think there's going to be a lot of heavy drinkers, and I'm not a drinker. I'm not opposed to drinking. I'm just never really liked it. I don't mind having a wine cooler or a glass of wine once in a while, but what happens is it makes me tired. Okay, so we'll go back to this. Let me just spread this out a little bit more with water. And go in here a little bit. Maybe just add a little bit more to inside here. And then we'll let that dry. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, well, I might not be able to do it. Well, I'll start it. So I'm going to go in with lemon yellow, which is all covered with other paints, because I have been double dipping. Can you see? I've been double dipping in my paints. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go in here with the lemon yellow, and we won't go close to the blue. Stay a little bit away from it. We'll do the outline of this, and we'll just move that like so. I like the Kuretakes because they are similar to, you know, a lot of them are OPEG, so they remind me of the acrylics. You know, and you can mix them, which I have done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, so that's what, you know, I'm drawn to these paints, and what I like about them is that they're just so much larger and easier to really see than the Winsor Newtons, which are professional paints. And I like them also, but I just like the largeness of this, and that I can just go right in. I don't have to mix, although I have mixed. And in this video, I took 6 different shades, and I mixed them on a plate, and I got these different hues. So you can mix them. You can do that. So back to what I was saying is I really love them. Okay, so what I want to do next is the let's do this landscape in here, which is, we're going to use Cobalt Violet. So I'm going to wet this down because the paints are dry. I'm going to get this wet. And then we're going to go in here. And it's a little bit deeper than what I wanted. And we'll just go around here like this, and up like that, and across. I don't really want it to blend in with the other paints. So we'll go like that. And moving along. Yeah, so I'm going away with a group. You know what, I think I mentioned that I had to put Baxter down, which was very difficult. And a friend of mine said, well, would you like to go away for a beach weekend? And I said, yeah, that sounds really good. And of course, she doesn't explain things very well. It's almost like, you know, charades, trying to figure out what's going on. And she's a doctor. She's a smart lady. So after committing to this and getting the address and everything, I'm kind of skeptical about going. And I'm not going to have my car because I'm carpooling with other people to get to this destination. And we shall see. It should be interesting. I'll have a lot to report back to you all next week. But, you know, I figure, you know, it's better than trying, you know, I'm keeping myself busy, and that's basically what I'm trying to do right now. Keep myself busy, because the little guy always had me doing something, you know, walking, taking walks. I'm continuing my walks, so I have to make sure I do 10,000 steps minimum every day. So I did take a walk with myself. I almost said with him this morning. I took my walk this morning. And keeping that going every day. And of course I'm painting, and he's not coming in getting mad at me, because he used to come in as soon as he would hear me talking. He would come in here. He was a good boy. And there we go. Go around these rocks. And just bring this up. So let's add a little bit of water to smooth this out. And smooth that out. Yep, life is different. But that's life, right? We all have to get used to the changes of getting older. Worse things can happen, like losing a child. I just went on Facebook. Somebody friend requested me, a new person that's actually going to be at this group house. And this person lost their daughter, so I can't think of anything worse, you know, from a drunk driver, it appears. So there's nothing worse than losing a child. And I guess time heals all wounds, like they say. Okay, here we go. Just spread that around. Yes, so my channel is now becoming a watercolor channel. So a lot of the people that used to follow me are probably discouraged. But, you know, I have like over 200 videos in my playlist for those people that are interested in trying to find new ideas. And so I am moving along. Okay, so now what I need is, I think I'm going to use burnt sienna. No, yes, burnt sienna. We're going to go in with the burnt sienna. And we're going to go over this. Yeah, so these are a lot of fun painting, and it's really good, you know, to do something creative. And I think a lot of the people that get back into painting are probably retired, because it does take time and dedication. Let's go around these rocks. And it's really great, especially if you're alone, or even if you're not alone, to do something creative, whatever it is. My dear friend Maria from New York, she's losing her vision, but she's always, she was my assistant when we worked together in the school, and she's such a lovely person. But she's losing her vision. She's got macular degeneration. And I sent her a video on something that she, it's non-traditional, and she did it, and she couldn't believe that she can actually see better. I don't even remember what I sent her. I have to look it up. But she tried it, because I run across these things sometimes. I guess AI is listening. So they sent me something on macular degeneration. I mean, if it's anybody out there that has this problem or knows somebody, I can find out the information, because she tried it and said that it worked for her. I was surprised. It did work. And she doesn't need her readers anymore to read. Okay, we'll move this over. All right, now, next thing we're going to do, oh, look what I did. I added, okay, so I got to be more careful. I'm going to move these waters over here and try to get over here so I'm not splashing on my, let's go back into the blue and just see if we can go over some of this. Let it. And just go over. Get rid of those dots. I don't know if I like the way this is coming out. But you know what? I'm just going to keep going. That's how it is, you know. You never give up. Watching me make mistakes is actually a good thing. You know, you're not always going to be happy with every single thing that you do, but the idea is to keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep practicing. Okay. Not great, but okay. All right. So we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to put in some lime green. We got to wet it. You know what? Let me get the spray bottle. Oops. And wet it. I've got like 4 lights on in here. Plus I got the window behind me that's going. Okay, so we're going to put that down. Come across. Go down here like this. Across the bottom like that. And then we're just going to get more paint and just fill it in. Okay, got that done. And then we're going to go on this side and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put in some lime green on this side. Go down along the walkway, across this way, up the tree, around the tree. And then fill it in. Okay, we'll add some of that over here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is come over here and we're going to add a pink. We'll go in here. Maybe add a little bit of water. And we're going to put some pink in here. So we're going to go across the top like that. And then down the side. So somebody in the comments, I think her name was Nina, I could be wrong. Somebody told me a long time ago, and I was only in my 20s, you have a mind like a sieve. Oh my God, if they only saw me now. I'm worse. I truly have a mind like a sieve. I don't remember things. It's terrible. It's getting old. I'm getting old. What can I say? My son says, Mom, I just told you that. Are you listening? Are you okay? I go, no, I'm not okay. I'm getting older. What can I say? You know, that's life. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to get the pink. And unfortunately, some of the pink has black in it. I guess I should wash it off, right? Okay, so we're going to do part of this like this. Because then I want the whimsical sheep. My first time drawing out a sheep. And they're whimsical sheeps. There we go. Okay, so after that, we'll come back over here and we will do malachite. We're going to use a malachite. We're going to wet that. I'm going to use a malachite green. I'm going to come in here. And we're going to go. Yeah, I'll be back over there in like 2 weeks. There's another birthday coming up. It's my little guy, my little grandson, Peter, is turning 3. Yeah, they're a bunch of little monsters, but I love them. They're really good kids. I call them little monkeys. Okay, we got that. What are we doing over here? So let's go over here and we will do, what color will we do? Good question, Linda. What are you going to do? Let's do this. This horizon blue looks too much like the ultramarine, and we got the okay. So maybe what we'll do is the, what is this, turquoise green deep. Let's do that. Let's wet it. Okay, turquoise green deep. We'll just go in here, go up like that. Maybe that wasn't a good idea because we have a tree here. Oh, we'll do the tree in another color. So we're going to use the tip of the brush. I'm going to go around the rocks like this. Whoops. I wasn't supposed to do that, but that's okay, we'll fix it. And just go up. And down around. Like that. Okay. And then just smooth the paints. Okay, so what am I going to do here? Okay, so I did a green there. And I have, maybe what I'll do is some sap green light. I'm going to have to get another one of these. So we're going to do sap green light in here. I'm going to go up here like this, and across like that. And then across like this. And then just move that around. And then we're going to go around the sheep. Like so. And spread that out. And back into the sap green. And around. And I am so glad I don't have to cut lawns. God, the last year before I moved, I had to cut the lawn, and I'll tell you, I never want to do that again. Okay, let's wet this a little bit. Green, let's go in here. And just go above the head. Around. And let's bring this down. It's really hard to paint and talk. Okay, here we go. We're coming in. Okay, so we got the sheep pretty much covered. I'm just going over it with my paint that's already still on my brush, and just going over this, spreading it. And I think what I'm going to do at the end of this is I'm going to go over it with pen to outline a lot of it. And it gives it a finished look. It's just my opinion anyway. Okay, let's just do a little bit darker over here. We'll fill this in. So these paints can be very opaque or they can be translucent. It just depends on how much, water you add to the brush. And as you can see, watercolor paints also dry lighter. As most of you probably already know that. I'm just repeating it for those people that are new to watercolor. And I really enjoy them. There's something relaxing about watercolor. I don't know what it is. If anybody wants to leave a comment explaining it, it's just, I like them. And I'm just going around. I'm probably over fussing. Okay, so we got that. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is let's do this road. So we're going to use, I'm thinking, yellow ochre. So I'll wet the yellow ochre, and we're going to go in with that. I'm using all these colors neat, which means I'm not mixing. I'm just using them as they are. So I think what I'm going to do is bring my paints with me, because I don't know what the heck is going to happen at that house. So here we go. But, I reached out to one of my friends, Oriani. I said, Oriani, I got invited to this thing. It's way out of my comfort zone. He's like, definitely go. Because he knows me. I'm I'm more of an introvert. I spend a little bit of time with people and then I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'm going to be stranded. With a bunch of different personalities. But, I'm going to try it. we'll see what happens. I will report back when I get home. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to mix the orange. I think I'm gonna use some, maybe what we'll do is we'll use, okay, up here we're going to use cadmium scarlet rather. We're going to use cadmium scarlet. This is dry. And we're going to go in here with the cadmium scarlet. And we're just going to color in this tree. Okay, so I went out of the line, which is okay. Don't worry about that. So funny. I tell kids, don't go out of line. Never go out of line. It's a mortal sin. Okay, we're going to clean that off. And then I think here is where I'm going to use the cadmium orange. Need to wet that a little. Get some. So we're going to do cadmium orange in here. There we go. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to do the trees. And we're going to be whimsical with these trees, right? So we're going to do, the first one's going to be, what is it? Turquoise? Nope, it's Viridian. Whoops. So over here, you're going to be Viridian. You need a little bit of water on here, because otherwise it would be called dry brushing. I'm not good with dry brushing. And we're going to carefully make a line. And then we're going to go up like that. And I did go outside the line, so I'm going to do this. And you know what? It's not a big deal. What am I worried about? Trees grow around homes, and they don't have to always look. You know, I'm not really good with perspective. It's hard. I find it hard. Perspective. So that's why I did not want to draw this in front of you all. You'd see me erasing and erasing and erasing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go up here and do these trees. So we're going to use all the greens. So we're going to go with olive green. Let's spray the greens. I'm going to go with olive green. And I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to go, am I in camera? Yes. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go around, take some of the water off. And to just get some of those puddles up, all you do is roll your brush around. There you are. Okay, so now we're going to go in with, we'll go in with the sap green light for the next one. And we'll carefully go around here, like so. We we don't want it to blend in with each other. So we're going to get some of that water off. There we go. And just wipe some of it up with the brush. There we go. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We'll do a darker one. So we'll do sap green. No, Hooker's green. Hooker's green. Here we come. We're coming in. Hooker's green. And take some of that paint off. And then just fill it in. And we're going to go like this. There we go. And then this was, I forgot already what it was. It was, I think it was this one. I'm just going to go around there. No, Linda, no, that's not what it was. Okay, so we're going to clean that off. And we're going to smush it around. Give the tree a little bit more texture, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Trees come in all different colors and shades. Okay, so we got that. We did the Hooker's green. It's a little dark, but that's okay. Trees are dark. And we'll go over this with pen. Okay, so the next one, we're going to do sap green deep. There we go. Yes, so if you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button and the subscribe and notification button, because YouTube listens, and it really helps me grow, because they won't send my videos out if people are not liking it. So they look at the analytics to see, you know, and then I can also look at the analytics too and see, you know, how many people are viewing my channel. Well, you can see that also. And I do want to stress how grateful I am to those of you who do support me. I just, that does not go without, really, honestly, it means a lot to me. I'm truly grateful. Okay, so let's go in with something lighter. Let's do, I know this is probably way off, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put in lime green. And do that. So last night, I happened to go onto the Facebook market and I found a desert rose that was going for $7,000. Can you believe it? $7,000. So I screenshotted it and I sent it to my sister, because I had bought her two, you know, a couple of years ago. She was going through some pretty difficult stuff physically. And, you know, I picked her up from the hospital after she had her procedure, and to make her happy, I bought her a couple of desert roses, because I absolutely love them myself. You know, when you like something, you think everybody else is going to like them. Well, she was taking care of them for a while and then kind of neglecting them. So I sent her that picture and I said, well, take care of your desert roses. And she was like, I am. because she's very good with plants, but you know, she just went part-time actually, which I'm so happy about, because now I'll be able to spend some time with her, well-deserved time, and I'm so looking forward to it. Okay, so I see a problem here. My roof got painted on, and I have to get the paint off. Or maybe I don't. What am I saying? No, it's just over here that I need to get, I need a red roof here. So we're going in with red. There's all different shades of red, and I'm just taking plain old red. You know, it's interesting, there's a color in this box called carmine. Now, my father always went by the name Rocco, but his real birth name was Carmine. And that's one of the colors in here. How interesting is that? So let's go down this way and just do a little red over the purple. Okay, we got away with that. And then while we're at it, we'll turn the paper this way. We'll go back in with the red. Just wet it a little bit. And we'll go over the roof here. So this, again, is the Meeden watercolor paint, and I really like it. So we're going to go down this way, and like I said, I'm not good with perspective. It's not really my thing. All right, so we're going to have a little redness here, the roof, and then we're going to go in here. Okay. So we got those, and now we need to do the trunks. Let's do the trunks. We want some kind of brown, so we'll do the Indian red. We'll do the Indian red over here, and we'll do the trunks of the trees. And we'll just color those in. Color that in. I think what I might do with Indian red also is do the door. And this one, I didn't draw in the door, but we can put one here. There. And then we're going to do a little bit darker. So I want to use the raw umber. Let me wet this. Okay, raw umber I'm going to use for the windows. I'm going to go over here, windows. I'm going to go here. I know I hit the picture with the raw umber. Another mortal sin. And then I'm going to go down like this. And of course my hand is wobbly. And then I'm going to hopefully be able to draw a line underneath here. And because my hand is wobbly, this line's going to be thicker. And of course yours is going to be much better than mine. You know, I tried this and I showed it to somebody and they were like, oh, I can't wait to see that. And I was like, uh-oh. So I'm doing it. I'm not claiming to be perfect at this, but I'm doing it. Okay, where was the brown? All right. There we go. And it should be thinner. Okay. Alrighty. Where are we? Okay, so we have to color. We have to do the I'm gonna go back in with the, what was that, Indian red? We're gonna go in with the Indian red, and we're going to do the tree trunks up here. That's one. Two. Okay, now we want to go back in with the raw umber deep. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's do a line. Okay, we're getting there. So we want these sheep to be whimsical. So we're going to go in with some too much water. We'll do a pink sheep, pink one. And then what color should we do for the other one? We'll do Viridian. Okay, so now we're going to do the ears. No, we're going to do the legs. And we're going to go in with the raw umber. I'm actually afraid to do the face. Can you believe it? Because it's my first time doing a sheep. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that. and then we're going to color the rocks. So what I'm going to do is turn this around. Oh, but you know what? This needs to be fixed. This is, I think this is very, no. There we go. So I'm going to turn this around so I don't wet that, and then we're going to color in the rocks. And we're going to start with Rose Madder. And here we go. We got the Rose Madder over there. Going down here. One over here. Okay. Now we're going to get yellow, cadmium yellow. And we're going to go in here with the cadmium yellow. And we're just going to spread that around. Do the rocks. Okay, I apologize for how long this is taking, but you know, someone asked me to do this, that they were looking forward to seeing this. So it's on a, I don't know what size this paper is. I think it's 7 by 9 maybe. So take that into consideration. Okay, so we got the green. And then we're going to do blue. So we're going to do the turquoise. Wet the brush. And just create colorful rocks in the meadow with the wild sheep, the whimsical sheep rather, that I hope I can make look good. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to paint this sheep's face pink. You're going to have a pink face. Pink ears. You're going to have a lemon yellow face. Because we're whimsical, right? And what are you gonna have? You need something light. So let's do that. Let's try the lavender. Let's wet it. I'm not sure how that's gonna come out, but we'll see. You almost look pink. And we're gonna go over the face. And then we'll fix that face with pen. All right, so we got that. We're gonna let those dry. And then I want to, what was I using for the sky? I was using this. So let's go back in. Let's turn this around. And let's try to go around this. Okay, let's go black and the blue. Let's go around this. And around this one. Ooh, looks like a heart. Yes, it does. Look at that. I love hearts. Is that in camera? Wait a minute. There it is. Heart. Unintentional. But I'm going to leave it. Because I like it. And here we go. Go back in. And we'll do this. And just wet it down. Okay. All right, so the next thing I want to do is some flowers. So this is, what color is this? Oh, it's white. It doesn't look white because it probably got mixed with another color. So what I want to do are some flowers. Go around like that. Maybe it would be better just to use the white pen. Let me see. Let's see. Yes, it would. All right. That's one way. Or we could do some purple flowers. Let's get that wet. And let's do some purple flowers. I'm going to go over this. I'm going to go over this too. And then maybe what I'll do is outline them in the white, kind of like that. So we're going to go and over here. then over here, we're going to do flowers also. So we have the pink, maybe we'll do the red. Okay, so here we're going in with the rose madder. All right, so back in the rose madder, we'll give it 5 flowers. Oh, we'll put one over here. Okay, so now we need to finish, and I think what I'm going to do is use a pen. So I have the Staedtler pigment liners, which are fantastic with watercolors. And I'm going to go down like this. There we go. And we're going to go like that. And we're going to go like this. Over the roof. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to continue here. And these come in different nib shapes. So I am using the 0.5 Staedtler, and they're waterproof, so you don't have to worry about them smearing. There we go. And we're going to go around the sun. And back over here. And then we'll go around the trees. My end camera. I think I'm getting paint on me. Let me go this way. There, got that. Let's go around this. And you can fill in some areas around the rocks with the pen. Okay, so now you can see I smeared this. I smeared one of the flowers. Not good. So what I'm gonna, that's still wet. Let's see what happens if we go over it with the white pen. So with the gel pens, you have to lightly touch the paper, and it's probably because it's still wet. And then I'll take the Posca. I'll go in the middle. The Posca. Is that there? Yeah, white. Let's see if I can go around these. Let's go around this one. This is the one that I messed up. Let's do the rest of them. And we'll dot, dot, dot. Okay, we're going to do the same thing over here. And you can see it probably needs to be, it needs to dry a little bit longer. It's not. Maybe I should let these dry a little bit longer, and I'll come back to it. All right, so we did that. Let's finish the rocks. Let's go in here. And we'll do in here. There we go. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to finish this is dry. Let's see if I can get this pen to work. I'm actually shaking it down. That seemed to help. All right, let's use the Posca and just go in the middle. And let's outline the sheep. Okay, so I think I'm going to go around the head. Yep. I'm going to do eyebrows, some eyes, a nose, a mouth. And remember, this is whimsical, not realistic. I really should wait. I'm in too much of a hurry here because I've spent so much time on this. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to do some little whimsical things on these sheeps. And then we'll do some of that, and then we'll do okay, with this, we're going to do some lines. And I think we're going to call it done. So I hope that I inspired some of you. I don't claim to be a great whimsical landscape painter, but I did one. I had done this in my sketchbook, and someone came along and said that they really would like to see that. So that's why I did this one today, but I added the sheep in it. And if you enjoyed this, please hit the like. Please don't forget to subscribe. I do make paintings. I do videos every week. It's something that I enjoy doing. And when you send me a message, it really inspires me. Oh, I wanted to show you the name of this. So this paper is by Meeden. It's watercolor paper. It's hot press, which means it doesn't have like a texture, which makes it easier to draw on, you know. So it's 10 by 7. I thought it was 7 by 9. You get 20 sheets, and it's really great paper. So what I do when I'm done is I take a letter opener, and let's see where the opening is. Okay, so on this side is the opening right here. So what you do is you take your letter opener or a knife. I'm using a letter opener. Let me see if I can get in here. Of course, you know, when you're on camera and you're videotaping, it's going to take forever. It's not going to work as easily. It's going to work. It's just not going to work quick. So you just go around, trying not to smush anything more than I already have, and just go around it like that, and it loosens it. So that's called a block. I mean, this is called a block because it's sealed all around with some kind of, you know, type of glue. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please, I'm asking you please to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.